How's it going, everybody? This is Ryder Knight, and today we're going to be playing some Age of Civilization. It's been a while since we've ever played as the United States, so I decided, you know what, might as well. Let's play as the USA. So it's going to be pretty interesting to play as the USA since we haven't done it for so long. Should we ally up with the South? I think we should. Let's just get a good old alliance up with everybody in the South. There we go. I think I'm going to start it out pretty easily and just let's get some. Ooh, well, we just lost that pretty early on. I kind of forgot that existed, so that was my fault. That was a pretty big loss, though. We're gonna go into Cuba. I don't know. Actually, let's go into Guatemala. Yeah, let's not deal with Cuba right now. Let's deal with Guatemala because they're apparently blew up out of nowhere, so that's great. And we are slowly defeating Guatemala. So that was a little bit of a setback, sadly. But let's take out Cuba and I think it's Jamaica or Haiti. I forget who they used for this scenario. I think it's Haiti. But let's go do all that. Then let's go into good old Colombia. Or wait, Colombia is our ally. Okay, so South America's been won. We're gonna have some issues. I kinda screwed up with the whole Japanese thing. So that was my fault again. But let's build a port in Alaska. Let's just go across and invade the Germans. I think we're gonna build a port as well in California and retake that area in New Guinea. So let's go over to the Hawaiian area. It's kind of sad Hawaii is not a territory in this older version of Age of Civ. Obviously the newer one's coming soon and we're all hyped for that one. But I don't know, I still think Hawaii could have been a territory. I wish it was, at least. Because I feel like the Pacific Ocean in the old Age of Civ was just boring. I know in the new one, though, we're going to have a lot of territory. We're going to have every single territory in the actual world, so it'll be pretty interesting. Maybe there's a couple left out. I'm not exactly sure, but from what I've seen, I believe every single territory is pretty much guaranteed to be in it. I don't know if there's any that aren't. Well, I mean, maybe even Antarctica, isn't Antarctica in it a little bit? I'm not exactly sure if they add. I might have to check that, but I don't know. Tell me in the comments if they actually did add Antarctica or not. I know they were talking about it on the Twitter, if he was actually going to add it or not, but I think it might be like a separate map mode. I'm not exactly sure about that. Maybe it's in the actual game, but I don't know. So let's retake New Guinea. And let's also go here and expand in good old Germany. Well, actually it's Russia, but you get the point. Russian territory that Germany has taken. Okay, let's take all that over. Let's go into the north, and I think we should just stick all this just here for a little bit and not mess with it for right now. There's only so much I can do when my allies aren't helping. Let's get a... ooh, why did I do that? Let's declare war now. If I would have got the alliance, that would have broken our whole alliance apart. I don't know why I was trying to ally up with an enemy. That would have been a very dumb decision, so that was my fault. I had to declare war, though. Maybe it's easier. We are definitely having problems, and our allies are not helping us, so that's great. I'm the strongest one in the group right now. We need to really get rid of the Japanese. If we're going to survive, at least. I mean, we're surviving, but I mean, it's not a very good victory so far. Let's build a port here, and let's go take over some more territory over here. If I can, I'd like to go into Europe. I don't know if we'll be able to send too much over there, but let's try our best. Because right now we are in a very bad position. Let's send those troops to maybe Africa or something. We need help down in Africa. I don't think we'll be able to save those troops. Let's try to do something here. I don't think we're going to be able to do too much, like I said. But let's see if that does anything. Here, I want to take over that. Can't take the Philippines yet. And we're staying relatively the same, but we're losing the war. Everybody's at war. Britain has to step up their game if we're going to survive as an alliance. So we're not really doing too good right now, and I blame Britain. We have to start really considering an invasion of mainland Japan if we're going to survive. Let's do something here. Obviously, I didn't send any of my troops to Africa, which was a mistake. Let's send these troops to... Actually, let's send them to Europe. Maybe we can get lucky and get rid of the Germans. Let's also build a port here. I want to get a lot of troops and get them ready to invade mainland Japan. It's really our only goal now, because if we can't take mainland Japan, I don't think we're going to have much of a chance. So we don't have a... We're not doing so good right now. That's what I'm trying to say. This is a hard mode game, so we are going to have to step up our game if we're going to win. Let's also go invade Ireland. Okay, that's really about all we can do. Let's step up our game here, and hopefully that is enough to take Japan. I want to get all the troops we can. Probably won't be enough, but maybe we can take Japan. That's kind of the whole goal right now. Is just maybe we can get lucky. And we have taken Japan, but they will definitely send troops to reclaim it. So that's great, I suppose. Can we do anything here? What's the population looking like? It's not very good. Maybe that's enough. I doubt it, but let's see if we can do something. If we can just keep hold of this for just a little longer, that's really what I'm hoping for, but I just don't know if it's going to happen or not. It seems to be we can defend this, but we have to... Let's get some more troops, as many as we can at least. Definitely send them up north. Hopefully we can get lucky. And we've won! Hey, we've won! Would you look at that? Germany and the USA. Okay. So let's try to take out all these small countries that spawned up. That's kind of annoying. And it will slow us down early on, but this is big. This is what we really needed right now. Was something just like this. The defeat of Japan is probably going to be the biggest turning point we've had so far in this. But we still have a long ways to go if we're going to take Berlin. I'm talking a long ways too, because we're not doing so good right now. See if we can let's see if we can do all this. Maybe we can do something there. I don't know. Seems we did pretty good with that whole front. Germany has a lot of troops up north, so that's a little bit scary. Send some troops to take that out. And let's take over all this over here. Sadly, we will not be able to take it, so they will invade our territory and do a lot of damage to us. I can't really do anything, so that's kind of annoying. And they still got a lot of land, don't get me wrong. We still have a long ways to go if we're going to defeat the Germans, but let's try to do something over here. Maybe we can do like a land invasion from Sweden or Norway, possibly. I think that would be a little bit beneficial to us. Also, let's try to do some... Let's just block off all that territory. I think there is attrition in this game. I have no clue if it's really a big deal or not, but I can't tell. I don't think there is, actually. I think it's just mostly based off population growth. I need to figure out how the trade works in this game. Is it like based off of who knows what? I need to know exactly what it's based off of. But I know there is some kind of trade function, because if you look at the gold, I don't know how it works. Maybe you guys know. Tell me in the comments below how the trade works in this game. I don't know what it's based off of, like how the coding for it works. Is it based off of how many provinces you own, or is it based off of how many ports or something? I don't know. Maybe it's based off of nothing. It's a possibility, but I doubt it. It has to be based off of something. Send the troops this way. We lost a lot of territory that match. But we're going to gain a lot here. That'll be a pretty good turn right there. I also really want to get rid of all the Germans that are over here. We're having some troubles here, so let's just try to push back, I suppose. That was a pretty good turn. Let's keep doing our push over here in mainland Europe. I kind of just want to get the war over with because it is taking a long time. So let's try to do our best over here. Actually, I forgot I wanted to get rid of this as well. Let's just do that. Maybe we can get rid of them entirely. In that sector. They have a lot of troops here now, though. Let's do something like this. And now we're having troubles in mainland Europe. We're losing territory. Which, that's not good. I think this African territory that they have is really helping them quite a bit. Let's end this right here. And let's retake good old Siberia. Whatever we were doing here was dumb because we just let them walk right through all this land. I think we've lost in Europe quite a bit, so let's try to retake something. We are losing territory now, but so are they. I think Britain is the only one really gaining anything, but I don't know. Do we have any land we could do? Maybe a... I got a good plan, guys. I don't know if it'll actually help or not, but I'm gonna do some naval invasions from the past. We've done these, and they really seem to be pretty beneficial for the most part. Maybe it won't help us at all, but again, I think they are usually, for the most part, a smart strategy in this game is to do naval invasions. But it really just depends, like I said. Obviously, we're going to lose some land here, so that was a pretty bad... Actually, we didn't really lose that much. I mean, yeah, we lost a little bit, but Germany didn't gain too much either. The UK gained most of it. So now we have a very good strategy. We can do this, this, and we can take all of that if we are lucky. And then we can do some small strategy stuff here, and possibly even be able to take majority of the Middle East in one swift attack. Again, like I said, it was successful, so that was good. We gained a lot of land, but we also lost... well, we actually just gained land. Germany lost quite a bit, and UK didn't lose any. All these provinces are broke. We don't have anything. Maybe we can use the population from here to retake some of this. But I doubt it will really help too much. Well, it might. We need to take this, Turkmenistan, back, but I don't think that's going to happen at all. And we just lost most of the land in the Middle East we just took back. That was kind of dumb of me just to leave that old undefended. Can we just please take that back? And just push Germany out of this territory. It's really all I want right now. And we don't have any more anything, so that's great. I'm going to give up in Europe. I don't even care. Germany still is a powerhouse, and we're still losing land somehow. How are we going to win this war if we can't even take the easy stuff? And then all the population here is gone. Well, here should be the biggest victory if we are lucky. And let's see if that does anything. I mean, it's a start, but it's going to be a long road if we're going to take over all this. And, of course, the Germans already have another 100,000 stack, ready to take over the Middle East once again. These 100,000 stacks are destroying us. Obviously, we won't even be able to defend all this new land we just got. I mean, we might be able to take some, but I doubt it. Yeah, we didn't get to take hardly anything. And somehow, magically, Tanatuvu is back, despite being so far away from the capital. But we are gaining land, and we are slowly defeating the Nazis. If we can at least retake Tanatuvu, which we can, actually, and we can also do some severe damage to this, and we can retake all that, maybe this will be a pretty good turn after all. Seems to be that we're going to expand quite a bit this turn. Yeah, that was a good turn. So I think pretty much we've defeated the Nazis. That's about over. I think Britain helped a lot more than I thought they would at the end, but they definitely did help stabilize the line quite a bit. And let's try to take over the last remaining strongholds. Obviously, they got a lot of 100,000 stacks in the Middle East, so we're going to have to keep those in check, or we could be still in a pretty long war. We don't want that. So let's try to keep these under check, but I don't think we're going to be able to do too much about it. Maybe we can build a couple troops, but I doubt it. Let's just try to do something. Obviously, the Middle East is not going to be an easy front to win. But if we can take mainland Germany, maybe we should just be working... Ooh! And Germany thought they could do some kind of side invasion from the north. It's a little bit different, but okay. Let's try to take Italy. Pretty sure we've lost in the Middle East. But then again, all we have to do... Crap, I sent them the wrong way. All we have to do is defend the Middle East. We don't even have to do anything else. If anything, we should be worrying more about this northern front, which is slowly becoming a problem for us. Still could be a very long war, but if we get lucky and just take over Germany, who actually is growing now, what are we gonna do? Obviously, we have to stop the Germans. Send up all the troops to defend there, and let's try to defend all this northern territory. We can't let them get out of control again, so let's just prohibit them from expanding. And with these troops, let's retake all that, and let's try to push them out. We do not want them in the north. To be honest, we don't want them anywhere, but that's not really going to happen that easily. So let's also retake the Middle East if possible. At least some of it. And let's go over here and take that over. Let's go over here. Probably won't be able to take over this territory this turn. I mean, we might be able to. Try to do something there. Try to do something here, I suppose. Take that over. Take this over. Build some troops and do that. This is a long war, and it's still raging on despite... I don't know. I think the whole... Yeah, look at the region. And we do own some pretty good population areas, so... Let's actually use these to our advantage while we have them. Quite a bit of troops we have to take out to go into Sweden, but... Again, that's not a very big problem. So also use Ireland. Let's start to build a two-front war. Because Germany is starting to get on my nerves. They will not surrender in this territory. We can't do anything about this, hardly. Actually, we can. Send those troops here. Maybe we can try to maybe defeat that. It's going to be close, but I doubt it will actually do much. And we have blocked them out from Asia for the most part. Now it's time to do the counterattack, where this should be our greatest victory, probably right here. We're going to push all the troops, and maybe we'll be able to take some land if we're lucky. We have a lot of troops there. I don't know why we're not using those. And obviously now we have to worry about this in the south. Let's use these troops. Okay, we can't. And now Britain has no real border with Germany, so they will not be able to help us that much anymore. This is more or less a solo war now. We have to win it. Let's just, I say we just really focus all the troops and take over everything we can. Especially in Europe, because that's where we're going to have the most problems, I think. And we're already getting pushed back quite a bit. Is there anything to really worry about here? Not really, but I think the smart decision would be to take over a lot of this now, while we have the easy access to the territory. Also, send the troops in. What are we going to do about that? 100,000 stack. That will not be fun to deal with. And there's quite a bit of troops here. And we have no real population at all in this area, except for right here. This is not going to be a good war. We're going to get rolled over in this territory. So anything we can even do here, we can't do nothing. We've already lost everything. Population-wise, it looks like Greece is really our only hope. Maybe a little bit in Europe as well, if we can try to do something with our French territory. They don't have that many troops over here. Maybe we can do something, but I doubt it. We need to defend this from the Russians. Of course, we can't do nothing, but yep, you guys get the point. Are we winning? Are we at least gaining land? I don't think we are. Like, if we can at least take over the Middle East, I'll be happy. That's really about it now. Maybe we can try Operation Naval Invasion 2.0. Let's also try to do some stuff over here in Greece. Try to do something here, even though it's not going to happen. Wow, Greece just got completely shut down. Now we have to rebuild the troops and send them over here. Build something from all this territory and try to get a front going if we can. There's just not really any troops to send over here. Let's go into Austria. Oh, we can't. Okay, let's do this. Hopefully that, okay, the battery is going low. This has been a pretty long video, so it will take a while. And we've defeated them in the Middle East. Which that's a bigger victory than I'm letting it on to be. Because taking over the Middle East is really, we've weakened them quite a bit in these past couple of turns. Let's do something here in Africa while we have the chance. Because I don't think we're going to get this chance again to do that. Obviously, we can't do anything here, hardly. Maybe if we just use all of our troops, we can advance, but I doubt it. The British are still helping us, but they're not doing too much in that whole regard that much. So let's also try to do this. Maybe if we build a small port and we do some naval invasions, that could possibly help us. And let's also take over all this while we have the chance. Again, in Africa, let's just continue to weaken the Germans while we have the chance. Germany definitely upped their troop amount in Africa after I sent a lot of troops over there. So let's rebuild all this and let's take over that. I think Italy is ours. I don't know if we're going to be able to do too much more than that when it comes to that territory, but we might. I really want to just push to Berlin right now, but I don't know if it's going to be possible at this current given second in the game. Obviously, we have to worry about Sweden still, and Finland and all this territory out here. Maybe that'll do something. I have no clue. See if we can take some of this territory. Definitely, we've had, this is probably our greatest victory so far in this territory of Europe, so I think things are going in the right direction. If we are able to continue a small push like this, I do believe we will defeat the Germans. Let's see if we can take Berlin actually right now. This might be possible. We're definitely... Ooh, we did! We took Berlin. So we did just take Berlin, technically. Let's use this land in the north to really be our production powerhouse, while we send all of the troops from the north to probably Berlin, in my opinion. That's where we should send it. And let's build all the troops we can in Berlin. We can't do anything else. Obviously, Berlin was taken back, but I do think we will be able to actually retake Berlin this turn, and it might even be the closing point of the war. We might have just won. Obviously, we're still having our issues, but things go like this for a couple more turns, I do think that we have won and defeated the Germans. And it's been won. We have won the war. Germany has failed. They have lost. And the war is over. Well, now it's not over. Now we gotta deal with some small attacks in the south, but aside from that, we have won the war. The German Empire's fallen, and now we just go into Africa to finish off the small rebellions. Well, this was a pretty good game. Hopefully you all enjoyed this small little episode. I'll see you all next time, and peace. We've won. Victory.